welcome to YarnGasm. I'm Kristen, and this is episode 128. It is December 24th, 2014, Wednesday afternoon. A very, very gloomy Christmas Eve, if you will. It's supposed to taper off by tomorrow, so fingers crossed. It will be, hopefully, maybe a sunny, snowy Christmas day. I don't know. The possibilities are endless. Anyway, I wanted to put out a holiday episode for you guys. I can't promise any singing or dancing or breaking out into song, but I do have a lot of holiday talk to talk about. And as you can see, I'm very festive today. The red, the white, the green. I went all out. But yeah, anyway, yes, this is a knitting, spinning, and hand dyeing podcast. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. And if you are a new viewer, happy holidays and welcome to the show. So updates. What do I have to talk about? Last week. I don't know how many of you are familiar with the Craft Stash podcast, but it's hosted by Kim, who is also a knitter, spinner, and she's very, very crafty and everything. And anyway, we're friends. And she just got offered an amazing job in Denver, which I won't get into detail or anything like that. But she landed her dream job, and I'm so happy for her. And a bunch of us, including me, Maria of the Subway Knits podcast, Lisa of Roman Hills Yarns, and Dana of she's Dana Doodle Knits on Instagram. But yeah, she's a blogger. I will post a link to her blog. She's awesome. We always get together. We all got together to wish Kim farewell and just to hang out with her before she takes off, because it's happening really quick. We got together at her place. Because she actually wanted to, she was having a mega de-stash, and we're all like, you are crazy. Why are you getting rid of all this yarn? And I will talk more about that in stash enhancements. But yes, we went over to wish her farewell, wish her good luck, and to kind of adopt some of her stash that she's destashing. So yeah, but we had a really good time. And it just kind of made us think, like, we should do this. So we should do it more often. Just get together, have fun, get some wine, play Cards of Humanity, and just be silly and have fun, spend time with our knitting friends and everything like that. So if, I know it's the holidays and it's crazy, and, but yeah, in the new year, I definitely want to be doing that more and more with, my friends that are close by, because we get so busy and wrapped up in all this stuff. But anyway, if you haven't checked out Kim's podcast, definitely do. She's so awesome, like, when it comes to crafting. She doesn't just do knitting or spinning, but she does like needle felting and embroidery and sewing, and she's just all over the map as far as crafting goes. So definitely check out her podcast. She's totally inspiring, and she's the one who got me hooked on spinning. I know I probably talk about this all the time, but 2 years ago she came to my birthday party, and gifted me a drop spindle, and she's like, you are going to learn how to spin, and the rest was history. But anyway, so that was that. What else did I want to talk about? Show notes. Okay, I want to announce the Ornamental Long prize winners, because I did the drawings off camera just to save time and whatnot. But we have 3 winners. But first, I just want to give a quick shop update. I'm going to talk more about that at the end of the show, but just quick important info in case you're wondering. I am taking a break because it's Christmas, and I've been working my tail off these past couple of weeks getting holiday orders out. So I will be taking a break from now, which is December 24th, just until Monday, December 29th, I believe. What is that? Yes, Monday, December 29th. So if you placed any orders, or if there are any outstanding orders, they will be shipping this coming Monday, December 29th. So I got that right. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to be hand dyeing all the pre-orders and whatnot over the weekend. So they will be getting out to you shortly. And I did post a couple of packages this morning, just so they're out there and they will get to you as soon as they can. So yeah, thank you so much for your patience, guys. You will get your yarn very soon. Okay, so the Ornamental Long Knit Along winners. Oh my gosh, guys, this has to be one of my favorite knit alongs that I've ever done. So yeah, just the whole Ravelry thread is just filled with birds of happinesses. Birds of happiness. Wow, I really have to get that plural down. But yes, the Ravelry thread is just like full of birds of happiness, like the most adorable Christmas ornaments I have ever seen. So I'm just like so excited that you guys were excited about it, and I really enjoyed scrolling through and seeing what you guys were coming up with. Unfortunately, I did not knit any more ornaments, only because I've just been up to my head in orders and dyeing and all this other pre-Christmas stuff. But I definitely want to continue knitting them on occasion. Like Molly of A Homespun House, she's always knitting birds of happinesses, and there's no reason not to. I mean, they're great gifts, bottom line. But yeah, so on to the winners, yeah. So the first project, the first prize is, and I should get this out, it's from Sunshine Fun, yeah, Sunshine Yarn Fun. And Catherine, she sent this, and I apologize for the crinkling. She sent this beautiful hand-sewn project bag, which is super fun and super colorful and adorable. And the bonus is, on the inside, is hand-dyed yarn, mini skeins. Oh my gosh. So here's her card. I should have showed that off. And she's got really cute project bags and hand-dyed yarn and stitch markers too. So definitely check those out. And yeah, just a whole cacophony of colorful, you can knit a whole awesome pair of self-striping socks with these. Well, maybe not self-striping, because that would mean that you just knit, and it stripes on its own, but you could do a whole pair of manual striping socks with these and choose your own, choose your own color changes and whatnot. So it's really fun. And yes, it's 85% superwash merino and 15% nep, which is the stuff that actually makes it tweed. So like these little bits of noil and fluff in here that gives it some nice tweed texture. There you go. So yeah, there's that, and I will put these in the project bag. And now announce the winner. And I did use a random number generator to go through the thread and choose a number. Yeah, so you know how that rolls. But yes, I used a random number generator to choose a winner from the Ravelry thread, from the Ornament Along thread. So the winner is, of the Sunshine Yarn Fun project bag, number 72, Shamika Knits. Oh my, I squeed because I know Shamika and she's awesome, and so I'm just glad that she won it. So I was like, yay, Shamika won. She's a Brooklyn gal, so yeah. So congrats, Shamika. Contact me on Ravelry and I will send this lovely bag of yummy yarn to you. And thank you to Catherine again for the generous prize donation. I will wrap this up and keep it away from the elements in the meantime. Okay, so the second prize is from One Geek to Craft Them All, who generously donated a pair of holiday stitch markers. I know the holidays are technically over, but you can totally use them next year. Or keep Christmas going. Yeah, it keeps going until like end of January. So, you have all the permission in the world to keep doing that. But yes, the winner of One Geek to Craft Them All is number 48. This is German, I should know this. Schnuffeltia, Teresa from Germany, who knit the Fa La 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 for her mother-in-law, which is a really cute Santa. It's like a knit stuffy that looks like Santa, and you just hang it on the door. It was really cute, so definitely check that out. She's number 48. So congrats, Teresa. Please, I will contact One Geek to Craft Them All on Ravelry and with your Ravelry name, and she will collect your info and ship you some beautiful stitch markers. So yeah. And oh my gosh, I did not get the skein, but it's somewhere. But I have a hand-dyed skein. It's a one-of-a-kind that was part of the dye experiment that I did with Laura Jinx of Jinx Yarns and Ellie from FO and Dye. If you remember, it's the Taj Mahal colorway that I dyed up. It's this gorgeous like pink, fuchsia pink, purple, and brown variegated colorway on a Lush base, on my Lush base, which is a merino nylon cashmere. So I am giving that away as a prize, and the winner of that is Rockabella Crafts, number 83, Gemma from the UK, who also knit a bunch of Birds of Happiness. So congrats. Do please contact me on Ravelry with your shipping address, and I will get that skein out to you ASAP. So yeah, congrats guys. Yay. But yeah, I would definitely love to keep the Ravelry thread going, the chatter group. Just there's no right or wrong time to knit an ornament. That's my theory. I don't know. So I'll keep that chatter thread open if you guys want to keep posting in there. I love it makes me so happy when I scroll through and get to see all your projects. I guess that's it for, updates and whatnot. So yes, let's get down to awesomeness. As far as I have stuff off the needles. Yay. Okay. Just in time for Christmas, I finished my Holly Jolly socks. Yay! Okay, and these are on my Lush base. I hand dyed these. It's on my merino. Lush is 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, and 10% nylon. And they're super soft, and I really love the way they turned out. And they turned out pretty identical, I think. I don't know, yeah, because facing the same way. They turned out identical on this side, and then they turned out pretty identical on this side as well. So I'm pleased. And yeah, it's not a true self-striping. It's just kind of the way I dyed them, it creates kind of this mock self-stripe where it's, stripey, flashy. It has a stripey, flashy effect. So yeah, I will be wearing these tomorrow when I go visit my parents. Or just maybe later, I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but yeah, so these are so fun. Yay, and have more socks to add to my collection. Well, actually, I've been knitting a lot of socks, but I've been actually just using them as samples of my hand-dyed yarn. So these will be mine that I can just wear whenever. My scarf is falling off. Oh, I should talk about my scarf that I'm wearing today. It's the Brandywine shawl by Romy Hill, I believe. I will totally correct that if I'm mistaken. Yeah, but this is the Brandywine shawl. I knit this a long time ago. I want to say 2 years ago. And it's out of Socks That Rock, lightweight, in their True Blood colorway. And I don't know, for some reason I don't wear a lot of red. I love the look of it. It's such this deep blood red that I love. So goth, right, Kristen? Anyway, but for some reason I just don't gravitate towards it when it comes to just wearing it in general. But yeah, I figure it's Christmas, so I'll wear a red shawl, So what else? Okay, so that is pretty much what's off the needles. As far as I've still got stuff on the needles. I was hoping to have Dennis's cardigan finished in time for Christmas so I could gift it to him. But I don't. And I worked on it. I worked on it so hard, guys. I really tried. So it's not like I just I cast it aside a bunch. I put a huge dent in this, even though it may not look like it, but where am I? I think I'm still mid-row. Wow. It got late last night, so yeah, I was knitting on it last night. But the sleeves are joined, and this is, oh, by the way, the Ranger cardigan by Jared Flood, Brooklyn Tweed. And I know I keep mentioning the yarn every episode, but hey, you might be a new viewer and you have no idea what I'm talking about, so I'll just repeat it. But yes, I joined the sleeves, and now I'm at the raglan decreases. I couldn't immediately start decreasing the sleeves because I had to do it included a couple of short rows, which gives a nice shaping to the back of the sweater. So it'll fit more to form, if you will. And I think it's gonna fit him. I really do, after it blocks. So, but yeah, I'm decreasing the sleeves, the raglan portions, and I have probably like half a skein left and one more full skein left, and then I have an extra sleeve somewhere that I've got a frog, and hope that that'll be enough. And I think it will. It definitely will be enough. I just hope I can find the sleeve. It's around. So yeah, I'm plugging away at it, and the yarn is, as usual, Malabrigo Rios 10-ply superwash merino worsted, and it is squishy. This is going to be a really warm sweater, and I hope it's just done before spring so he can enjoy it. And I have to get buttons too, so yeah, no. The other thing that I cast on, because I was feeling a little selfish with my knitting, or grinchy, or I wanted to partake in the Knit More Girls Grinch along, I cast on some new socks. If I can get it. Okay. So this is the yarn that I got from Gauge Intention at their launch party. It's Sleep Season in the Gauge colorway. She actually dyed up a colorway for Gauge Intention, and this is that color. And it's very, as you can see, it's very neon, very speckled. It has like neon yellow, light blue, kind of like a tan. Let's see if I can get that to focus. Bah, I give up. Anyway, but yes, I started a new sock. Maybe it'll focus on this. There we go. Okay, so as you can see, it has like a lot of neon yellow, some light blues, some dark navy speckles, some tan in there. And again, it's just a basic vanilla sock. And my favorite part about, well, you know, aside from the yarn, it has a little tiger stitch marker that Kim, who's leaving for Denver, gifted me. Let me see. Come on, camera, you really... There we go. Okay. So it's a little tiny painted tiger from this craft store in Denver called The Painted Tiger. I don't know how many of you are familiar with it, but it's really cute. And she went there and I guess picked this up for me and yeah, gifted it to me. So it's really cute. It's just been kind of... So this little guy really doesn't have a purpose on this sock other than just to hang out and look, have a fun time, you know. He's been keeping me company, and yeah, I guess it just kind of makes me think of Kim. Like every time he passes around my needle, I'm like, oh, you know. Anyway, so yeah, that's another sock on the needle. What else? I think that's it as far as what I'm knitting at the moment. So yeah, the stitch marker really doesn't have any purpose other than to just hang out and look fun on my socks. And yeah, I guess it just kind of reminds me of Kim every time I pass it along on my needles. I'm like, oh, yeah. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it as far as what's on my needles at the moment. Although startitis is lingering in the back of my mind. There are a lot of things that I want to cast on, but I'm resisting the urge until I get Dennis's sweater off the needles and maybe after the holidays. I don't know. Maybe I'll cheat. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, on to spinning, because I do have spinning to talk about. As you know, I am hosting a despackle, which is a term that I willingly admit that I purloined from the Knit More Girls. Every year they do a spackle, which is a spin-along sweater knit-along. The despackle is going to be a drop spindle spin along to shawl, like a drop spindle to shawl knit along. So yeah, the whole idea is to drop spin an entire shawl's worth of yarn on your drop spindle and then knit a shawl with it. So we're talking about, if you're two-plying, we're talking about 800 yards of singles. Of course, you can totally spin singles, like 400 yards of singles, and knit with that. It's totally up to you. It just has to be, your fiber has to be spun on a drop spindle and then knit into a shawl or anything that goes around your neck. So yeah, I mean, the rules are posted in the Ravelry thread, the YarnGasm Ravelry group. There's a despackle chatter thread at the moment where I post all the guidelines and everything like that. But yeah, approximately, like, I think the minimum, I believe, is to spin, the goal is to have at least 350 to 375, I want to say 375 yards is the minimum for the yarn that you must produce from spinning on your drop spindle. It is warm in here. I'm sorry. I'm taking my shawl off because it's like choking me. Anyway, I have to turn down the thermostat. Anyway, okay, but yes. So that said, yeah, the de-spackle will last from January 1st all the way to the end of January, March, April. So I believe it's April 30th or 31st, the last day of April. So that gives you 4 months to drop, spin, and knit. So I think that's plenty of time. Again, I'm keeping it fun and loose. Yeah, I just want this to be fun. And I posted, everyone has been super responsive in the thread. So we're all posting links to suggested patterns. And if you're worried about, the shawl that you're going to knit or whatever, because you have never knit a lace shawl before or a shawl, my suggestion was to just choose a simple, easy shawl pattern, triangular, a cowl. And even though it's simple, the yarn that you spin will because the shawl is a simple pattern, it will show off your hand spun, which I think is a great thing. Because all that hard work, you want to show off all your beautiful hand spun and everything like that. So I think the simpler the pattern, the better, unless you're doing a totally solid color. In which case I salute you. I actually purchased my materials for this project because I want to make sure this is just for me. Okay, you can totally use stuff you already own from your stash, whatever inspires you. But for me, knowing myself, I want to make sure that I follow through on this. So I caught a loop update. Which if you're not familiar, Steph Gorin, she dyes these beautiful bullseye bats that are self-striping. And I actually purchased one from Rhinebeck, but it's a very solid, subtle, soft color. But I wanted something fun that pops and has lots of color changes in it. So I posted in the thread like this awesome purple mauve, of course it's got to be mauve, bullseye bat. And so I got that. It's about 5.3 ounces. And I'm going to be Navajo or chain plying it, which I know cuts down your yardage significantly, but if I spin it, I've been playing around, if I spin it fine enough and chain ply it, I will end up with a very nice Mach 3-ply fingering weight yarn that will produce a gradient of this gorgeous like light pink to mauve to like a dark. I will show it on the next podcast. It's beautiful, but there's like stellina in it. It's just a whole pink to purple gradient. So there's that. And then because it's Christmas, I treated myself also to a Spanish peacock drop spindle, which I've been wanting for so long. I finally caught an update, or I kind of caught the tail end of an update. It was just like the last spindle left. It had like this beautiful snowflake motif on it. Anyway, next podcast. But yeah, I'm super jazzed about this de-spackle, you guys. I haven't chosen, I'm not entirely set on my pattern yet. I think I'm going to be, I may knit the dragonfly wings shawl. I believe Laura from A Dyer's Notebook actually knit it out of her hand spun and I fell in love with it. So that might be a contender. But yeah, I feel like I'm jumping topics right now, but I'm just, there's a lot of info to get out. So anyway, yes, the de-spackle, 4 months long. In the meantime, warm up your drop spindles, choose your fiber, choose your project, play around. And yeah, as I said, just have fun with it. And you definitely use the Ravelry group for, ask questions, support. I readily admit I am not a super experienced spinner. I mean, I've been spinning for 2 years now, but I am by no means an expert. I'm still a little foggy on the yardage issue. I've been doing a little research and sharing, what I know, but I'm just kind of winging it. I am winging this as, I will see how many yards I end up with and I'll go with that. I'll go from there. But yeah, whether you choose, just be cognizant. Know that you'll get the most yardage out of knitting from your singles. You will get half the amount of yardage from your singles doing a 2-ply, and then from there it's just your yardage is curtailed if you do a 3-ply or a chain ply. Just be cognizant of that, and know how thin you can spin or how thick you want to spin. But yeah, I think I would say like 4 ounces is the minimum amount of fiber you should be spinning. But yes, so, but yeah, what else? I feel like there's something else I want to talk about, but no, I think that's it. Okay, that was a lot of info. But yeah, spinning wise, I have been, as I said, I've been kind of warming up my spinning, just kind of tinkering around with different techniques and seeing what I come up with, what I'm comfortable with, how I want to apply my project and stuff like that, and finding out what I'm more comfortable doing. And I think I am kind of leaning towards playing on the fly. This is a bonus bump that came with my last gourmet stash order, and I actually did a 2-ply on my drop spindle. I didn't weigh it actually, I just kind of went with the flow. But yeah, I filled up my cup about, it came with two 1 ounce, I don't know, maybe half an ounce, I don't know. Again, I just picked up the fluff that, wow, I'm babbling. But yes, my gourmet stash order came with 2 bonus fiber bumps, and I just spun one of those fiber bumps in half. I split it in half and then just spun each separately on my drop spindle and then 2-ply them together. And this is what it came up with, like a really nice, I want like lace weight to fingering weight yarn. And it's really shiny, really drapey. I don't know what I'm going to knit with it. Maybe a couple birds of happinesses. But yeah, so there's that. And then I'm currently, what do you call it? Doing a ply on the fly with some other bonus fiber that I have. These bonus fiber bumps, you guys, they are awesome. All you fiber dyers out there, thank you. They really come in handy as far as, nice little, fun projects and stuff like that. But yeah, this is a ply on the fly that I'm doing. There you go. You can see it's, but yeah, it's definitely spinning up to be like this really nice, fine fingering chain ply. And I'm definitely leaning towards doing, I don't know if I can kind of, but yeah, for this project, because it's going to be a gradient, I am definitely going to be doing a ply on the fly, even though it's probably going to take a super long time. I've just been having a lot of fun with it, and I love the fact that I can actually just ply and be done with it. I don't have to, ply thereafter. But anyway, I kind of wanted to show again how to ply on the fly because a lot of you have been asking, and I really tried to set up a tutorial. I need help. I have to enlist Dennis to maybe hold the camera and just get me doing this. But if I can show you really quickly. Okay. So, okay. There we go. Okay, you have this is like a remnant, not a remnant, but like it's the last loop that I made while chain plying the last single that I spun. So you want to hook that into there. It can get a little fiddly. So once you have your loop on the hook like so, there you go. It's on the loop like that. You are going to just ply or spin as usual, clockwise. Spin clockwise, spin your singles. Like so. And then just go as much as you can. And then when you can't spin anymore, your spindle stops spinning and you're up here, just butterfly it. This takes practice too, but however you do it, don't worry. And then you're gonna park it. You can't see it, and my microphone is like right here. So but then you're gonna unhitch the loop from the hook. Let me see. Okay, So you're gonna unhitch the loop from the hook. You didn't see that because I can't show that. And then you're just gonna chain ply your single. So you're gonna go up and up and up and up. And then you're gonna take your pinky, bring it in that loop so it's nice and secure. Make sure your fiber's out of the way. And then here's the fun part. You're gonna you're gonna unroll just a little bit, maybe 2 rotations, and then hitch it onto your hook, and then spin counterclockwise, or the opposite way in which you were spinning before. Just like that. And you don't want to go too long, but you can test the drape of the ply. And if it's too much, if it kinks up too much, just spin clockwise for a little bit again until it just kind of has like a nice loose drape. And that, if I can get it to focus, is your chain ply. And then once you do that, you unhook it, wrap it around your cup, like so. And remember, you have your loop on your pinky. So once you wrap it all around and you can't go anymore, you just, let me see. You just hook it onto the hook. And then you just start spinning again. You spin and spin and spin and spin until you can't do it anymore. I'm doing a short, I'm doing a truncated single ply spin, if you will, just for demonstration purposes. But if I was just doing this in general, I'd be standing up and waiting until the spindle actually reaches the floor. And then, I know I'm not really holding my fiber correctly either. But yeah, it's a demonstration. So yeah, these are my butterfly singles. So yeah, and then park, and then unhitch your loop, and then you ply again. Okay, and then you hook it onto your pinky, unwrap a little bit, and then spin counterclockwise. And then there goes my fiber. Okay, but yeah, it's all good. You spin counterclockwise, and then check your twist. And yeah, once you just eyeball it, and see if you like the twist and everything, and then you unwind it, and then wrap it onto your cup again. And yeah, it's a very nice fingering weight yarn. So that's what I'm going to be doing for my despackle. So I hope that helped a little bit. I wish it was a little more detailed or whatever, but that's how I do. And I'm just using a little bit of fiber. Ooh. Sorry. I just got a notification that my mail came. I stalk the mail. I really do. Like, if I'm expecting a package, I will set up for it to text me every time it gets to a certain point, because I'm crazy like that. Anyway, I'm sure you guys do it too. We just don't admit to it. I will gladly admit to that. But anyway, so that's that as far as spinning. I don't know what I'm going to make out of that, but maybe another bird of happiness. I don't know. Okay, so the other thing, well, yeah, on my wheel, I've been kind of spinning on and off on my Lendrum. Nothing really to write home about, but other than that, I think it's time for some stash enhancement. Okay, so as I mentioned, Kim is moving to Denver, or yeah, I think she's already moved. By the time you are watching this, she has moved to Denver or in the process of moving to Denver. I could be wrong. But anyway, she's leaving very soon. And she was destashing a bunch of her yarn. So me, Maria, as I mentioned, Dana, and Lisa went over to her house. We had a party and just went through her stuff that she was giving away. And we adopted some of her stash. And I came home. It's truly Christmas, you guys. So, wow, yeah, I have a lot to show you. Well, this fiber was a bump of fiber that I rescued from her stash. So I don't even know what it was. There was some stuff that was unlabeled, some stuff that had labels on it. But anyway, I'll show you what I came away with. And here's one, 3 Irish girls. which I'm a huge fan of their stuff. It's just totally Kim too. It's like lime green, purple, teal blue, and the colorway is Bryn, Bryn, and it's 80% merino, 20% nylon in their Adorn sock. And in my experience of knitting 3 Irish girls, it does have that like self-striping mock effect. So I could be right, I could be wrong, I don't know. But yeah, it's lovely. Then there's another one that I rescued. It's called Half Asleep. Let me see. It's Juliana's. Juliana's Lucid Dream Sock Yarn. JulianasFiber.com. Here's her tag. And again, totally Kim. Like greens, purples, teals. And the colorway is, it's self-striping, Half Asleep in frog pajamas, which I really love. And it's 100 superwash merino, let me see, 80% superwash merino and 20% nylon socks. So I love that. And then I feel like this was a total awesome win for me because I've been trying to get a Woolmiza update for the longest time, and she just, Kim, why? I have Woolmiza in my stash now, and I am very excited about it. And it's one of their we're different bases, which I guess is the equivalent of a Misfit colorway in my shop. So it's iron and wool. Let me see. 80% wool, 20% polymade. So merino superwash and 510 yards, 150 grams. Wow, it's a lot of yarn. Obviously, this will be a shawl. Too good for socks. I'm sorry. And the colorway is called Twin, I believe. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't want to unwrap it because I don't. But I'm guessing the colorway is called Twin, unless that's a sock. I don't know. Or the fiber. Yeah. But I have Woolmiza. Yay. The rest was all fiber. She got rid of... This is Gourmet Stash, obviously. It's a poonie making kit. And make your own poonies. 4 ounces, a sea of blues. So I have hand carders, so I can totally make my own poonies. And I tried. I need a little bit more practice. And I want to practice more before I dive into this gorgeous business. But yeah. Got a little bit of stellina in there. Some more stellina, like a ice blue stellina. And then just a whole chunk of, I'm not going to take it all out, or it can fall out, I don't know, but like silk and just like these beautiful icy blues. Let me see. It's 1 ounce of Paradise Fibers, Licorice Roving, Merino, Alpaca, Silk, Ashland Bay Merino, Roving, Aqua, Dragonfly Fibers, Sea Monster, oh my gosh. With Angelina add-on, Bronze, Ultraviolet, oh, so good. So yeah, I'm gonna have fun with that. And there's my little knitting needle that I can roll the poonies on, so yay, excellent. What else? Oh yeah. And then, last but not least, I nabbed some hobbledehoy tidbits in Fjord. Just 2 ounces of just multicolored awesomeness right there. Yeah, I think I'm set, you guys. Kim, thank you. You are amazing and awesome, and I still think you're crazy for giving away all the stash that you gave away or sold, you know. And yeah, I believe if it's not sold out already, I will post a link to her Etsy shop where she is selling the rest of her stash that you can check out. Yeah, what else? Oh, and I do have some personal stash enhancements that I purchased on my own without the enabling of others. Well, yeah, I blame Laura for this enabling because she purchased some Countess Ablaze fiber and yarn a while back, and I went onto the site. She's Countess Ablaze. She's UK based, and this is really pretty, so so pretty. Oh my gosh, and so soft. She's, yes, here's her. Countess Ablaze. And I think when you sign up, you get an automatic 10% off on when you sign up for an account on Countess Ablaze. So yeah, if you, because I had to do international shipping, that kind of saved me a little bit on shipping, if you will. But this one's called An Obscure Family, the 12 Caesars Collection Vitellius. And it's Merino, Angelina, Baby Alpaca, and Seacell. 3.5 ounces. It's lovely. And totally out of my comfort zone. Got some like bright greens in there, lime, purple, magenta, black, stellina. Oh, it's lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And of course, some bonus bumps. Yay. I can't get enough of bonus bumps, you guys. They are awesome. So we got a nice little magenta one. Let me see. Let's see. A Notorious Passion, which is very magenta. And then Nerds prefer their rainbows darker, which is kind of like a dark rainbow blend. Yeah. So there's that. And I believe that's it for now. So that's a lot of enabling. A lot of enabling, guys. What else? Goodness. Oh, something's gonna fall and make a loud noise. Okay, saved it. But saved it. Anyway, what else? Okay. I think that is it for stash enhancements, yada yada. Just can't get enough. Okay, for just can't get enough. Apparently this tea, which is awesome. I love it. I've been drinking it nonstop. In my Keep Calm, Carry On mug. That's so cliche. It's yogi tea, Egyptian licorice. It's really, really good. If you don't like licorice, I totally get it, but I love licorice. And it doesn't even need like sugar or anything like that. It's pretty sweet on its own, which I really like. Because I'm trying to cut back on artificial sweetener. I can't eat real sugar just because it makes my teeth feel funny and I just don't like it. But I am guilty of using a lot of Splenda, and I know it's not healthy in large doses, so I really like this. It doesn't need any sugar at all. So I've just been drinking away on tea. But yeah, what else can't I get enough with? Oh, my nail polish. Oh, I'm so psyched. Oh, I mean, I did my holiday nails yesterday. If I can get that. There we go. How adorable is that, you guys? I love it. Let me see. Essie is a company. This is like a mystery. I don't know what color this is, but it's julep. It's like this kind of Christmassy green with like a subtle shimmer to it. I will see if I can pin it down on the internet and link to it, but it's such a pretty green. It's like a kind of like a subtle teal, dark green with like a very subtle iridescence to it. And then I used Essie's Jazzy Jubilant glitter on top. So it's not really like holiday colors, but there's like silver. Oh yeah, there's like matching teal glitter, red glitter, purple glitter, and then silver glitter. And I really love the combination of it. So these make me happy. They really do. So there's that. And then what else? I thought I wrote something else down. Okay, so that's it for Just Can't Get Enough. So right now I'm going to be talking shop update stuff. So if you are not interested, I will see you next time. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. Be warm, happy knitting, drink lots of cocoa, tea, eggnog, what have you. And I will see you next year. Or no, I'm gonna try and podcast next week. We'll see. But if I don't, I will see you next year. Happy knitting. But yeah, stick around because I've got some shop updateness to talk about. Okay, as I mentioned, shipments will resume next Monday, the 29th of December. I do have a new base out that I mentioned last week, and I finally named it, and I will get it. This is called Volka. which is German, obviously. And I was kind of on the fence about naming it like a German, naming the base like a German name. I don't know, but it just suits it. But yeah, Wolke is cloud in German, the translation, which suits it very well because this is my new Superwash Merino Cashmere Nylon MCN fingering base. Now, as you know, I already have one called Lush, but that has like a high twist. It makes it very sturdy, and it can take a lot of wear and tear. It's also good for knitting other garments as well, aside from socks, but it does, because it has that high twist to it, the drape isn't, it's not as flowy or as drapey as, you know, you might like it to be. So I wanted a base that would have, you know, be equally soft, equally sturdy, but have a nice soft drape to it and be wonderful for socks, but mostly for garments. And I know this is the base because I knit a little sample swatch with it, and I want to knit either like a shawl or a sweater or cardigan with it because it's so soft and I really enjoy the way it knits up. So yeah, Wolke is kind of like a sturdy word, or it sounds like a very, yeah, kind of, because that's German for you. But then like cloud. So yes, it's sturdy but soft. And I thought that was very fitting for a base name. And this is a new colorway that I came out with called Marrakesh Spice. So it's kind of like a hot pink undertones, but it has like this very kind of cinnamon spicy overlay to it, which I really love. So there's that, and I have it on that, and then I also have it on, this is kind of like a lime color, Key Lime Sublime. It's a one of a kind that I'm not going to be repeating, but I really like the way it turned out anyway. So yeah, there's that, and then I also dyed it up on Walk the Plank, which is a lovely like teal muted blue. And I've been trying to find, like, along with red, I've been trying to find, like, my go-to blue, because I don't wear blues. Like, I like blue, yes, but I haven't found, like, my blue. And I think this is definitely, this might be my blue. I don't know, but it has, like, a nice teal undertone to it. If I can get the focus. But it should give you an idea. It has like a very nice halo to it. And I'm going to try and knit up something, start knitting something like a garment with it this week and seeing if, you know, so I have something to show you guys, but it's really lovely. And it's 4-ply and you get 435 yards out of it. I believe it's 435 yards. So you get about 35 yards more than you do with the Lush base. So yeah, which is just 400 yards. But anyway, so there, it's on that. And then I also dyed it up on Blitzed, Walk the Plank. Oops. And then Marrakesh Spice, both on Blitzed, which is my Superwash Merino Nylon and Stellina base. Excuse me. And I really actually, like, I really love the way these colors go together. I may just knit something with them. But yeah, there's that. So as I mentioned, I put Outlander on hiatus just for the month of January, just so I can focus on new color development, and the holiday colorways are officially in hibernation until the next holiday season. So FYI, in case you missed that. Then let me see. I have another colorway that I dyed up called Whiskers on Kittens, and it has some whites, some grays, and like this lovely peachy pink. And this is on my Smitten DK base, which is Superwash Merino Nylon Cashmere, but a DK weight, and it's lovely. What else? Yeah, so I mean, I have fairy hair on my Nouveau base, which I really like. It's very popular. Everyone's nabbing it. I haven't been dyeing a lot of stuff on my Nouveau base, but I just got a new shipment in of, I just restocked on it, so I'm definitely going to be having more of that in the shop. And then here is Ominous and Foreboding, which is a one-of-a-kind colorway on my Blitzed base. And then We were promised mermaids. I don't know where, like, I just had fun with the names this week. I try to come up with really fun, interesting names for a yarn. I don't know, but it's one of a kind on my deco base, which is 100% superwash merino worsted. There you go. But yeah, again, super bouncy, super soft and squishy. And I think that's it. The other thing that I'm like super excited about is I'm trying sock blanks. I just got a shipment of those in, so I'm going to be playing around with gradients. Yay! So that should be interesting. I will let you know how that goes, hopefully next week. But other than that, I think that's it. Yeah. So yeah, I will. Oh, yes. And the next shop update will be January 2nd, which is a Friday. So I'm sticking to schedule. I'm just taking a break this week until Monday, just relaxing, knitting, drinking lots of tea, apparently, and just enjoying the holiday. I'm baking cookies tonight. So I will have something to bring up to my parents' place. German chocolate, well, they're not German chocolate chip cookies. They're actually the chocolate chip cookies my grandmother used to make every Christmas. And now that she can't bake anymore, my uncle requested last year that I bake them. And I asked her, I was like, what, do you have a recipe for it? And she's like, oh, I thought it was like this huge secret of, what's the secret recipe for your chocolate chip cookies? But it's not a secret at all. It's really just the recipe on the back of Nestle Toll House chocolate milk chip cookies. Who knew, right? So I just, got a bag of that, and I have the recipe right on the back of the chocolate chips, and I will make those tonight. And I made them last year, and my uncle was like, oh my gosh, you figured it out. I'm like, there was nothing to figure out. Nothing. But anyway, they're still special, I think, and I will definitely have fun making them, maybe play some holiday music, and yeah. So, and then I'm also going to be bringing over Cards Against Humanity to play with my parents. This should be interesting. I know Maria from Subway Knits did it with her parents, and she said they had a lot of fun with it. FYI, Cards Against Humanity is not for children. In case you're wondering or not familiar with it, it's a very adult game, if you will. Just very crass. They label it a game for horrible people, but it's all in good fun. So it'll be interesting to see how they respond to it. But yeah, we'll see. Other than that, blather-wise, Dennis and I are moving. We're putting our house on the market mid-January. It's very scary. It's happening very fast, but that our realtor that we're working with said, now is the time to jump on it because the market is going to just pick up and everything's going to get super competitive come spring. So we're going to try and sell our place. We are going to sell our place in January. We're going to move out, and yeah, I'm excited. I am super excited about that. But yeah, so we'll see. I wish Kitty was here. She's sleeping in her egg, and you want to say hi? She's passed out. But yes, I'm sure if she was here, she'd love to say hello. But yeah, that's pretty much. Oh my goodness, I had it sitting here, and I purposefully brought it out so I wouldn't forget. But I forgot to talk about it last week, but Laura from a Dyer's Notebook, as you recall, we did a collaboration where I sent her 10 skeins of yarn that I dyed, and she sent me 10 skeins of yarn that she dyed, or 12, I should say, that we, when I received her yarn, I dyed over it or added my own twist to it, and she did the same. So I forgot to show you the yarn that she sent me, in case you were curious about it. So yes, this is the colorway that the teal is like what she sent me, and then the purple is what I overdyed. And this was, I named it Voolenvine, or no, I called it Vine. This is because we got really crafty with the names. But yeah, so this was the colorway that I dyed up, or my interpretation on her colorway. And then this is the colorway that she dyed up over the colorway that I sent her. And I will try and incorporate a photo here as like what it looked like before she dyed over it. And this is what it looks like now that she dyed over it. It's really pretty. So she kept some of the mauve in there. If I can get that to focus. Come on. There we go. She kept some of the mauve in there and then added some gold and green tones to it. And it's really pretty. And she called it Voolenvine. So mine was Vine and hers is Voolenvine. And then it's, 100% superwash merino fingering on her single merino base. So yeah, this was a limited edition colorway. I believe they're all sold out. But yeah, thanks guys for, being so excited about the collaboration. This is really fun. And yeah, I definitely want to do it again with Laura. This maybe, again, like I know how she said, like she doesn't want to do it immediately because, that would take the fun out of it. But maybe like once a year or something, or seasonally. I don't know. It was really fun. Or yeah, even to like do it with other dyers. Like I love seeing how, it's really interesting to see how other dyers interpret, put their spin on stuff that you dye and everything like that. So, but yeah, I definitely want to do this again with Laura. Here's her logo. And she dyes up really beautiful stuff. I'm a huge fan of her yarn. And we're friends, so that makes it even better. So yeah, I don't know. I haven't decided what I want to knit with this yet, but it will not be socks. Not socks. Or maybe I'll just keep it and just, I don't know. I just kind of want to have these like hanging around just to, I don't know. We'll see. But that said, I'm going to go edit this, upload it to the web, then bake some cookies, and then get some knitting done, and just enjoy myself. And I hope you guys do the same. Happy holidays, and I will see you next week. Happy knitting, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye. La 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 la.